Keith, you have brought us a beer
I have.
from long, far away.
Far, far away. Yes.
Not quite a galaxy.
No, not a galaxy far, far
Not
away.
this far.
But it may have some galaxy hop. No, I don't think it does.
Oh, that would have been
That
great
would've
if
been
it
great.
did.
From a galaxy hop field far, far away. Damn.
Someday we'll use that.
Damn.
And hopefully no one will remember that we kind of used it here.
Yes.
But what we do have is a beer from California
Correct.
that you brought back from your trip
Correct.
for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I am Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com and the beverage.
The beverage.
And the beverage we are about. And the beverage we are about today is the Gotta Get It IPA from El Segundo Brewery out of, boy, I don't know where, California.
Well,
El
they're near
Segundo.
LAX.
There we go.
El
Hey,
Segundo.
they're El Segundo Brewery. Of course they're from El Segundo. Wow.
Which apparently we just read on their website is 10 minutes from LAX.
10 minutes from LA. That's good to know, because sometimes, especially if you've fought the airlines and the TSA lines and all that, by the time you land, you're just probably ready to, by God, is there a brewery within 10 minutes of here?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes.
At the very least, you need a beer, possibly something stronger.
Right.
And
Right.
there are other things now legal in California. Maybe that's your option. Who
Right.
knows?
Yeah.
Who knows which option you go with? But at least there is a brewery. So this is we believe to be seasonal because we don't see it on their website anymore.
Right. Right.
And it is a
West
dank,
Coast.
hop and dank.
Yeah,
They're
West
called-
Coast style dope and dank.
Dope
they were
and
saying.
dank.
That's what
oh,
they're
whoops,
saying.
Maybe
So
I tied in something there.
the dank definitely got our attention. And,
Yeah.
Well, of course, dope with the kids today.
Yeah.
That usually means something
Yeah.
good.
Those hipster kids and their dope talk.
But El Segundo Brewery is a brewery that I was introduced to a few years ago when I used to go to Olive Tree Market.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, he had introduced me to a couple of their beers at that time, and always very good. Not available here in Arizona, so when I see them, I usually will tend to, especially, it's great now that so many beers are available here in Arizona,
Right.
but now it's also kind of fun, though, when you do go to California to try to taste those things that aren't. And so I grabbed a couple of things from El Segundo, and this was one of them. I didn't realize at the time it had been out, and it was brewed probably about 4 months ago. So we're so full disclosure, this beer may not be at its peak, but who knows?
It could be more toward the dank.
Could be more just dank.
It
That's
could
right.
be just more just dank.
Dank.
But
You
we're gonna find out. Well, and that's something we've talked about with a lot of people. Where anytime we make a trip to California, it's usually like, oh, what beers are you can go out and get? And it's funny, like it used to be like I had this laundry list in my head of all the things I wanted to look for and get, and that laundry list is shorter now
A lot
because of what
shorter.
you just said.
Yeah.
You can find so many more things here in Arizona.
Still can't
Granted,
find-
there aren't like like maybe some of the very special things from things we can get. Like Modern Times is here in Arizona, but maybe we can't get their like triple maturated.
Because it's only
this,
available
then,
from the
'cause
brewery.
right,
or
exactly.
On
So there's still
draft
stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
neat, almost then more going to specific breweries sometimes than actually like looking in the wild because you see just a lot of the things that we see.
right that we can see here. So Pliny, though the Pliny search did continue.
Yeah,
And
Pliny's
was
looking. Anything
successful.
from Russian River still continues.
Did you go to your Spirits of Saint Germain?
I didn't get a chance to.
Oh,
No.
okay. That
No,
came up on the
I only
list, too.
wound up grabbing those few things that I talked to you about. I grabbed it's from I think it's Absolution Brewing Company. I think they're out of San Diego, but they have a place in La Jolla, which is where we were staying. And they had it was a barrel aged IPA, which that could go either way. I bought it because it sounded interesting and it wasn't super expensive, because IPA usually want fresh. Barrel aging is usually you're letting it sit for a while.
Sit
So
for a while,
depending
right.
on how they did it, I don't remember them reading about doing a dry hop on there, which could save it back
was
the other
gonna
way.
say, dry hop
So
could
it
help.
could be just a little meh, just kind of malty and whatever.
Right.
So that could be a little bit of a bummer. And then I got a Old Rasputin, which is a Russian Imperial Stout, but they have a bourbon barrel aged version of it that looks, or hopefully should be delicious.
Well,
And
the
just a
regular one is good. So
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just a couple other random things. Nothing. I told you lately. I lately at a place I was able to find the Old Rasputin on nitro, and that was
oh wow.
that was tasty. Yeah, that was pretty delicious. I'll hold it in front of the shirt. This always seems to be better than in front with our green screen here. So you can tell, just yellow,
Yeah,
mellow yellow,
but definitely not clear though.
not clear but not overly cloudy.
Right. Not clear, but not cloudy either.
Yeah.
Maybe
Subtle
it's-
yet robust.
Maybe it's just the fogginess from the glass. It's the perspiration we can't see through. No,
No.
it's
It is just- yeah,
It's not a.
Actually,
It's
funny
not a
enough that
hazy
you
one.
said the glass thing. El Segundo has a beer that's called Clear as Glass.
Oh, wow.
or something like
Okay.
that. Like, yeah, and I was like, oh, it must be just like an IPA that they've just filtered beyond.
Yeah,
reproach.
it's not like water though.
No, yeah, it's
The color of water.
vodka.
Yeah.
that'd be another one that they could have.
Still has some good aroma.
That still smells really good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and that actually is that's pretty true to that little, not the gotta have it part or gotta get it part, but the dope and dank. It's definitely got the little dank in there, but then there's some nice like bright fruit going on in
Some
there
good
too.
dope
Nice
in
little,
there too.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
some good dope. Yeah, the dope also could be dank though. I don't know where they're going with that.
Yeah. No, there's nice fruit with the support of the the dank there.
It's probably like a 60-40.
Yeah.
Yeah, that smells really good.
Yeah.
All right, I know what this was like 3 months ago.
Yeah, I know.
Like then now that we're mildly optimistic about it, now I'm like, maybe it was even better.
It was, yeah. Well,
we'll find out.
We haven't gotten to this part.
That's true. Sometimes this can let you down.
Ooh, there's almost a little vanilla.
I do. Right in the
Creamy at
right in the
the
very
end.
end, there's like a
Yeah.
little creaminess in there. I get the sunflower seed thing again. There must be a hop that like does that, or a particular grain.
Or yeah.
There's like a wheat, like sunflower seed like thing. I get this out of several different kind of like a little bit lighter beers like this, where also there's something in there. So I get that with the creamy. There's a little bit of fruit, and then I actually get less dank in the taste.
less dank. So I think some of the shine maybe off of this, but not much. It's still, there's the bloom is off your rose, honey.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
now
you.
we're going cheers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't judge me until the bloom is off your rose, honey.
Yeah.
So, but it's still very good.
Which is surprising because I would have thought it would have been the other way. Like and maybe there was more fruit as well, but
Right.
like I'm surprised that, depending on what the original flavor profile was, but this is still really good.
Yeah.
This is quite tasty.
This was $7.99, but most of theirs
I was just going to ask.
were right in that price point. I bought another one that was, it was like it was brewed to benefit some sort of fireman's benefit. And I
was
had
for or
that,
against
and
them?
they were for them.
Okay, good.
Well,
Well,
some
I wanted to
firemen.
know. Like, I
Yes,
don't want to promote this
definitely.
anymore if they're against firefighters.
And then I have one at home that I had texted you about. That's a double. It was that Siete.
Oh,
Sueños or
yes,
something,
yes,
Seven
yes.
Dreams or whatever. So I still have one of those at home as well. But
I was glad we didn't do the double because I didn't know if I could take any more of you talking about onion ring.
Onion ring.
I didn't know if we needed another podcast of you talking about how much you hate double IPAs.
And
yet you keep buying them.
I love double. I love for me the right style of double
There you go.
IPA.
Yeah.
Which Pliny the Elder's a double IPA.
Yeah, barely.
It's like
like
9.4 or something, isn't it?
I was going to say 8.
Is it
I
8?
thought
Okay, maybe
you
it's
could be
8.3. Maybe it's 8.3.
Okay.
9.4 is Enjoy By.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had the Enjoy by Unfiltered? The new
Not
like
this
the 7
time
like the
around.
July
No,
4th one? It's
no.
pretty good.
But
Pretty good. Well, this is really good.
very good.
It may or may not have been even better 3 or 4 months ago when it was fresh, but
Probably
even still
was.
now, if I having this, if it was actually around, I would go out and buy one of these.
Yes.
This is quite tasty.
Yeah, I would-
This is a
there
really
w-
good balance. All of those elements that we talked about
Yeah.
are there.
There weren't many of these on the shelf where I bought this, which was at a Whole Foods in California. And so now I kind of understand why, because it probably was a limited sort of seasonal thing.
Right.
But I made sure I grabbed one. But yeah, if I happened across this, I would have no problem grabbing another one of these. I definitely would.
All right. Well, if you are looking for other beverage-related podcasts, videos, all that kind of stuff, you can always head on over to our website at AboutBeverages.com. We have a bunch of more stuff from there. Going back all the way like 7 or 8 years. We took
At
a
our
break for a
website?
while, so,
Well, yeah, but we started in 2009, I think, was our first. So
So there you go. We're
9
going on-
years with a 2-year hiatus.
Yeah,
So.
we took a little hiatus, but now we are back in full swing. If you are on YouTube, which a lot of the kids are these days, you can subscribe to us there as well. And we are also, of course, on Twitter. And the thing we are doing most now is, that didn't quite sound right, but anyway, the thing we are doing that we are really pushing is that we are on Twitch.
Yes.
Twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. This is where you can find us live, usually every Thursday, and doing this kind of thing. Live podcast recordings, chatting with all of you about what you're having to drink, and even mixing in some gameplay. It won't be this week, but starting next week, I think we'll be playing another game with my brother here. We'll be
We're actually going to. I have to use a controller.
we're going to get a controller in his hand.
Don't know why.
He
but it's-
has played Madden, so he should have enough of the skills here in the thumbs and the
As
twitch
long as
motion.
I have my thumbs.
There's no twitch motion in this one, so you should be okay. And there's another thing that's...
I'll be
yeah, not that kind of Twitch.
I'll be twitching.
No, it's a different kind of Twitch.
Wait.
That's where you can find us, is Twitch.
is Twitch.
Is Twitch.
Twitch motion.
But whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.